Hi Leo, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the end of June. So we're going to look into your recent past, your current energy, and your near future. We're going to clarify that. And then once we finish with that spread, we're going to pick that up and look into your person's energy, your energy, get an outcome, the romance angels, all that good stuff, as well as the oracle cards. So this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, guys, definitely check out your other placements. Also, I do personal readings, so if you'd like one of those, the information is in the description box below. All right, let's get started. One more cut. This is for Leo. All right, let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords in reverse, the Three of Cups in reverse, and the Seven of Wands. Then we have the Justice card, the Seven of Cups in reverse, the Five of Cups, the Sun in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse, and the Devil in reverse. Okay. And then we have the Magician in reverse. Something seems to be kind of standing still right now. I feel like there's things that you want to get moving, that you've been thinking about, praying about, definitely setting your intentions with the universe. They were just, sorry, I was getting a message while I was speaking. So they were talking about the new moon. So around the new moon, you may have reiterated to the universe, God, whatever you believe in, that there's something that you really want to come true. And you're waiting for this, and you're trying to be as patient as you possibly can, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to be showing up. Well, there might be a surprise around the corner for you. I'm filming this on, I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you. I want to say today's like the 24th. Today or tomorrow is the full moon. It might actually be today. So anyways, if you guys look at the calendar, you'll know what I'm talking about. So in this case, I feel like there's something that you're really focused on, and it just hasn't come about just yet. Let's get into your reading though, because let's shift it gears and go to what this can represent as well. This could be somebody who very possibly has manipulative behavior. Right now I'm sensing, though, they're not very good at it. That's what I feel. So you could be dealing with somebody in your current energy or towards the end of June that feels this way, and you're like, you know what, I've got this down pat. Like, there's nothing you're doing that I haven't seen before. You're not very good at this game. So probably don't try to play with somebody who's already pretty much seen that. If you're on your spiritual journey, you know what I'm talking about. It's like you start to recognize things very quickly. All right, so let's get into your recent past. The Nine of Swords just tells me that there's moving on from things that were painful. There could be a sense of releasing some more of the old patterns of rethinking or revisiting painful memories. So if there's a need to continue to release, it feels like you're doing so. So the end of June could be focused on letting go of some of those old memories. It could be with family, it could be around friendships, relationships, whatever it is. I do feel like there's quite a bit of like letting that go, letting your energy free up a bit. The Seven of Wands is definitely about defending yourself. In this case, you may have had to defend yourself a lot in the past about why you felt the way that you did. For some reason, I'm feeling as though people didn't really understand you, or your feelings were never validated, is what it feels like. And in this case, I think you're learning to validate yourself without the need to get that from other people. I think that's one of the lessons most of us learn as we go through this journey. Just being human in general. Yeah, some of us have had great parents, some didn't, and really bad things happen to some people, and then other people have it a little bit easier, but it doesn't matter. Everybody goes through some kind of an experience where they feel like their feelings have not been validated. And it feels a little bit like realizing that you can validate yourself and release any of these burdens that have been with you for quite some time. Some things that were pretty difficult to get past. Then we have in the current energy the Justice, the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Cups. So in this, I feel like you're standing up for yourself regardless of what your circumstances are and where you stand in any kind of relationship. This just tells me you've come to this place where you feel good about the fact that you're not confused. No one's delusions, no one's games, no one's anything is going to keep you in a place where you feel stuck emotionally. The Five of Cups definitely is about feeling upset about things that have happened. But in this case, I feel like you understand that those two cups are behind you. You're just looking at those things now, and maybe you're seeing them from a different perspective. I just don't feel like there's confusion around this anymore. Where maybe before, with the Seven of Cups in the upright, again, I read energy, so I'm not necessarily reading the card. I'm trying to pick up what Spirit's trying to convey, which is that you're going to come out the other side of whatever this difficult situation is because you have clarity. Great clarity. There's still a little bit of pain. You've done a lot of releasing already, but whatever this situation is, you seem to be moving beyond it in the current energy. Then in the near future, we have the Sun in reverse. So you showed up, the Hierophant, and the Devil in reverse. This to me says, very much so for several of you, that you've gotten out of a very toxic relationship, a toxic marriage, or a long-term relationship because it didn't make you happy. There could have been all kinds of different scenarios that I sense with this, but this to me is ending that. So if you're in the process of getting out of something, and that's why some of this is still lingering in the current energy, this is a complete end to that unhappiness, and feeling as though there's like this huge sense of relief is what I want to say. You're moving away from this. This can't follow you anymore. Like I said, when you come out of a place of being confused and you start to wake up, things like this, yes, they're still going to hurt. Occasionally, you're still going to have issues where toxic people show up. Maybe you haven't quite learned that lesson yet. Somebody shows up, triggers that, and it comes to the head and you release it. But it's going to get easier and easier. As you move beyond getting out of this situation, it's going to get easier for you. So something in the near future is definitely being released. As I said, it feels like a very toxic long-term relationship or marriage. All right, so let's get into clarifying the Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups. The Nine of Swords and the Three of Cups. So we have the Lover's card. So there's, and the Queen of Wands. Okay. Or I'm sorry, the Queen of Swords and then the Queen of Wands. I'll tell you what I love about this. This is you on either side of the Lovers in reverse. Male or female, this is having complete clarity, cutting through anyone's BS, especially when it comes to love relationships, knowing how attractive you are, having that sense of, I know who I am, I'm very passionate about what I want in a relationship, I'm not going to deal with people who come in, play games, I'm just going to cut it right off. So even if the universe comes in to test you, or has in the recent past, you're very clear about where you stand, even if there were still some tough things that you were going through, like this difficult marriage. This is you finding yourself again. So if there's been anything that has pulled you back into kind of a negative energy, you're definitely finding yourself again. People are recognizing you. You're starting to probably notice that people watch you when you go out in public. You're very clear and concise in your communications. Things are starting to, it's like you're picking yourself up like a flower is what they just showed me. So it's like a sunflower that may have been a little bit down for a bit, and then the water hits it and it suddenly stands straight up. That's what it feels like. Your energy is starting to come to that place where you're getting watered again. You feel really good about choices that you've made and releasing these disappointments or unhappiness, betrayals, things like that. If you're releasing this difficult relationship, obviously there's some type of betrayal. Yep, and then you're getting over this. The Five of Cups in reverse, walking away from things that create that kind of emotional instability or the emotional burdens that we carry once we've gotten out of something that's very disappointing. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse, not wanting to put work into things that aren't going to blossom. And the Five of Swords in reverse just says you're not going to fight it anymore. If somebody doesn't want to manifest something with you, you're not going to fight it. The Six of Cups, that was imbalance, and the Ace of Cups, difficulty in getting things to be fulfilling and loving and feeling good. So let's go ahead and put these back, and then we'll clarify the next. So the Justice card and the Seven of Cups in reverse. I honestly feel like you got justice somewhere in your life. If you're dealing with someone, maybe another Leo, if you're dealing with another Leo in a work situation, I want to say that there's going to be justice in that as well. That could be for one person. That was just a quick message that came up. Let's go ahead and clarify the justice with the Seven of Cups. I'm also hearing that if you have children and there's things that need to be taken care of, that the outcome is going to be in your favor. So for many of you, if there's custody situations before this ends, I do see that things are going to turn out okay for you. The World card, yep, because you're going through this bit, wow, okay. And then the Page of Cups, this is all about new beginnings for you. It's the end of June is going to be wrapping up a lot of cycles for you that have been tough in the last couple of months. I do remember each sign's readings, and I know that there's been some difficulty in getting out of whatever this relationship is. So I'm picking up on the people who tend to tune in, or the ones who are meant to see this. You're going through massive transformation. Your card showed up. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Capricorn. I'm also getting other water signs as well. I feel strong Pisces. And then I have your other fire signs, your fellow fire signs, Aries, Sag, and then you again. So this is all about new beginnings. The World card can be closing out one cycle, starting a new. We have Taurus and Leo here as well. I see those in this card. This is huge transformations taking place, period. This is like having the world in your hands. Once you've come out of this confusion and you no longer hold on, it's like nothing can hold you back. No dark energies, no past memories. None of the things that have happened thus far are going to be able to have any control over you whatsoever. You have shifted so beautifully, and you're going to come out of this dark period a brand new person. It's like the light's going to be shining on you again. You're going to feel like the Leo that you're meant to be, which is that shining star, that strong, powerful lion who's, what's the other words? That's meant to be seen. You guys are meant to be seen. So this is incredible. Whatever it is that you're putting your energy into, keep going, because I see that there's going to be justice in all of these situations around you, whatever that may be for you. And then the Page of Cups tells me that there's something brand new, which could be brand new love. It could be that somebody's younger, yes, but in this case, I just feel like it's a fresh start. It's a fresh start to bring you the happiness that had seemed to have been pulled away, maybe in the recent past, in the last 3 to 6 months. It could have been longer, but this feels like a very fresh, innocent, looking at it from a different perspective, I want to say. Looking at it from a more youthful place is what I feel. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify the Sun in reverse with the Hierophant. If there's any reason that you've been questioning your intuition, I just got the message to say, don't let toxic people who might play mind games with you and make you question yourself get in your head. Because if your intuition has not done you wrong in the past, you can trust it. All right, so now we have the Four of Pentacles. This is great because this means that after you put down the burdens of this situation, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, you may not be willing to open up completely to someone. I think the Knight of Pentacles in reverse just says you may be a little bit guarded, but not completely. The Four of Pentacles is about holding back, right? Whether you need to hold back resources or whatever it may be. In this case, for some reason, it's coming up in reverse. So I feel like people are supposed to spend some more money on themselves. Obviously, if you don't want to go nuts, don't go nuts. But this is having the ability to splurge a little bit. And maybe now you're going to have the capability to, because certain things are closing out and your abundance is starting to increase and you're feeling better about where you stand. The Knight of Pentacles, this energy just feels like you not wanting to take too many chances moving forward too quickly. The Knights don't move quickly anyway. I'd say don't spend too much, but definitely go have a good time. And then There she comes again, the Queen of Wands, male or female. This is you feeling good about who you are. Maybe you want to put some money into grooming, whatever it is, it's going to make you feel really good. I feel like you're going to be getting out, not stuck in the house, and going out to see friends, spending time with people, because you've been in hermit mode for long enough. Maybe you've done enough internal work that it's time to go out there. There's an imbalance right now, and you're spending time maybe out and spending time in. So I'm going to say, this is get up, get yourself out there, and definitely go and spend some time with people outdoors. Okay, I'm going to clear these, and as I said, we'll get into, I believe I said it in the beginning. I always forget if I do. But if you've been with me before, I'll clear the cards, and we'll get into the person that's on your mind, and then your energy, and a possible outcome, as well as the romance angels. Oh yeah, I did say it in the beginning. Okay, let's get to it. This is for Leo's person. Tell me about Leo's person, please. Okay, let's see what's going on with your person. So there you are. And they're happy. They're thinking about you. Let me get the rest of the cards. Okay. We have the Sun, the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, and then the Chariot. So I think this person wants to move towards you, not away from you. The person on your mind could have to walk away from something else in order to be with you. That's not for everybody. Again, it's general, but it could be that that's the case. The Moon card. All right, so there are some things that need to come to the surface. There may be some secrets around this situation. You may be aware of that already. Could be dealing with a Pisces. I do feel like somebody's holding back. So if you have any questions about whether this person is hiding anything, I don't think that it's malicious, but there's a good possibility that there are things that may come to light. Could be at this full moon, again, today, tomorrow, in the next couple of days, or into July. So here you are on their mind. I think they feel like you bring out something different in this person. It's like they keep pointing out the light, so you light them up inside. There's something about the way this person feels when they're either with you, talking to you, something lights them up inside. But I do feel like there's something they have to walk away from. They may have walked away in the past, and maybe this is somebody who's coming back to you, but they need to leave behind some emotional baggage. So there's some things that are still weighing on their mind. Maybe that something didn't go quite right, and they're a little bit hesitant, but they definitely feel such a overwhelming feeling of like love and just some incredible feelings about you. Anyway, the Chariot card. So when they move away from whatever this is, it feels like they want to move towards you. If you're in a current relationship, you could be dealing with a Cancer. I had said that before. And also Leo, this is water. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. We have a lot of water here. This person wants to move, and they want to move quickly. So as soon as they get to that place, if you're not with them, they're going to come in and they're going to tell you either they want to take a trip, they want to do something with you, but either way they see you. I just heard they see you as home. So they feel very comfortable with you. There's something about just the way you make them feel. I don't know how else to say it other than that. It's just the way you make them feel. You know that song. All right. So in your energy, I think there's a part of you that feels like you've taken chances in the past and maybe it didn't pay off. So not wanting to be brokenhearted. Do I think this person's put you in a third party situation in the past? Very possibly. It could have involved friends. There could have been somebody that they had discussed the issues with, like family members or friends, and maybe that's some of those secrets are going to come out. Like I don't know. You feel like they had held back. So you may have felt like they didn't give to you completely the way that you had hoped. I think there's some questions in your mind as to whether you really want to jump in this. I think you've given it some entertainment in the past, and maybe right now you're a little leery of whether this can actually work or not. And that's if this is past or if you're currently in a relationship. All right. So let's look at the romance angels. Sometimes that gives a completely different message. So let's see what's going on. This could be the one. Okay. Calling in your soulmate. Deception. That's where that deception's coming in. Love yourself first. And then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So that could resonate differently for all of you. This could be the one. I think there's a point where you felt like this could have been the one. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. And deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. That's where I feel like there's a part of you that senses there may be some lies. Somebody's holding something back. Trust your intuition for sure, because if this person's done it in the past and you're concerned that they may be doing it again, there's a good possibility. So you're going to obviously need to follow those signs if something's happening. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. As I said, this is a lot about you loving yourself first and letting go of past hurts and pain. So you're coming through a huge cycle. It's really amazing. The energy is beautiful. All right, so an outcome for this situation. Let's see what happens. No matter what comes in the outcome, you guys, I think you know this about me if you've been watching me. The decision is always yours. And I don't use free will lightly because, look, I have mixed emotions about free will, about, you know, what you've come here to experience and the things that are and aren't going to pass you by. So, yes, of course you have free will. You don't have to be in a relationship. That's up to you. But in this case, I feel like what's meant to be will be. And if it's meant to be in your life to teach you a lesson, it's going to. And then something beautiful that's meant to come is going to come as well. Okay, so the outcome, 4 wands. That's the best outcome you could possibly get. But I think a decision needs to be made because you have questions about the honesty of this person. You're not sure. Are they telling you the truth or are they playing games? This could be you saying, you know what, I've had enough. I'm not sure. I don't want to question the person that I care about. If I have this many questions, I may need to run away from the situation. This is definitely the desire. What feels like is the desire between the two of you. You could feel like this is a twin flame journey for you. But it does feel like a soulmate of some sort. The 3 of Cups, maybe just not feeling right now, not sure what's going on. There's not a lot of joy. I think it's because you have so many questions. The Judgment card is telling you make a decision. Because one way or another, this cycle is going to close out. So are there lessons to be learned? Do you need to close that out and move on and find something new? Or is this meant to happen so that there are some other things that you can learn? Doesn't mean it couldn't be a happy outcome. It just means there's probably more lessons to be learned. Okay, so let's get into the Lover's Oracle. And, well, that card stood out. I don't know if it'll come back out for you. Let's see. Nope. Where's this one? Okay. There we go. And it says, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I love these cards because I feel like they speak exactly what I'm talking about. Twin flames, your passion ignites. So as I said, I don't always bring up twin flames in my readings, but it very possibly could be for you. All right, guys, the last thing we're going to look into is the Oracle cards. So if you've stuck with me this long, thank you so much. I appreciate all of your support. For all of you that have been with me, thank you so much. You know how much I love and appreciate you. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I forgot what I was going to say. It so helps. I appreciate that. And if you're new, I hope you'll stay. All right, so let's see what's going on. We've got Between Worlds. I do feel like there's this big shift where you're definitely closing out some old cycles and going into the new. Be patient with yourself. Mind, body, and spirit, 3. So keep those balanced the best way you can as you're going from that dark into the light. And then we have Observer. I think this is where you're now, how do I want to put this? You're focused more on paying attention to the things that pop up. So you're very observant of what's going on around you. Not that you haven't always been, but I think you're even more so now. So basically like your intuition, your psychic abilities, whatever it is kicking in a lot more for you now. 49 reduces to a 13, which is a 4. So I think that helps balance you out now that you know that you can trust what it is that you're feeling and the things that are coming to you if you're getting downloads and things like that. Co-create. This is also a 4, so also about stability. Remember I said there's possibly somebody who's a little younger. I don't know why I'm paying attention to that, but that could be the case with the person that you're dealing with. It looks like this person has a little bit of doubt about whether this can come together. So, or the tiger does about the owl. I don't know why I'm getting that, but that's what I'm getting. And then orphaned. There's probably been too many times in your life where you've dealt with people who have either ghosted or just not been there, not shown up in the way that you've wanted. And this could be a childhood issue that you still need to heal or you're healing and getting through. And then by the book. This to me talks about, you could be writing a book. You could be following things, wanting to continue to create situations in your life that feel like they follow a certain type of regimen. So whatever it is that you feel the most comfortable in, this is the 11 again. So again, twin flames. Or it could just be that you have your own kind of written roles is what I want to say. That's great. Follow your own way of doing things. Nope, there is no perfect way to live, right? We've been conditioned to believe that there are certain things, but no one's path is exactly the same, and there's no way we could all do exactly what the other does. That's impossible. We wouldn't be unique. Okay, thank you, Leo, so much again for being here. I love you guys to pieces. I hope you have a beautiful end of the month, and I'll see you in next week's reading. Take care.